the old van right up into the yard, and my father-in-law, mother-in-law, and 3.5 children got out of the van, and she said to her husband, well, turn on the lights, or the kids have to go potty. And my father-in-law said, yeah, right back there. You know what that meant those days? It's the outhouse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, she got the children, took care of them, came back and said, well, then turn the lights on, the house were cold. And he looked at the gentleman that was driving the big van and said, do you have a match? Oil or lanterns, kerosene stove. My mother-in-law said she knew how to drive a car. She'd gone right back to Oakland. They made a beautiful light right there. Where the antique shop is today, I know many of you have seen that, was the old packing shed for tomatoes. And that's what they planted in the 5 acres, and then leased some ground next door, and they were planting tomatoes and packing out, and it was a wonderful time. And they did that until about 1954, and it went downhill because of all the automatic tomato harvesters took away a lot of the farming for a small farmer. And so they gave it up and went into the berry business. And it was called, what's the name of the biggest pie that everybody loves? Olallie's berry, yes. So we planted olalies. And my husband, which was the oldest son, was right there on the farm. And so they planted about 60 acres of olalies. Everybody was planting olalies in Watsonville. I went to my dentist one day, he says, hey Nita, how's your olalies? I said, oh, they look great. He says, mine too. I said, wait. And he said, oh, I found a sharecropper guy and he's going to grow them for me. And I said, oh, how wonderful. Wait, you look at those olalies. It lasted about 8 or 9 years and it just hit rock bottom. The fellow that was buying our berries, they were freezing them. He said, I don't want your berries next year. Wait a minute, I got 60 acres. He says, we can't get rid of them. He said, Nita, do you know how to type? And I said, yeah, I did take typing. And he said, here's a whole list of commercial bakers shops across the United States, and maybe you can find somebody who'll buy the frozen berries. They weren't good for shipping into little clamshells. Of course, those days didn't have the little clamshells, and they would get mushy. So I wrote 32 letters, or typed 32 letters. How many answers did I get? 1.
32.
0.
No. 0. And you know the mistake I made? I said, olallie's. Now, if you're in the Midwest, some places, a big commercial bakery shop, and you saw the word olallie's, you didn't know what that meant. Why would you order it? I would have said blackberry. Oh, we probably would have just made oodles of it. But made a mistake. And Olallie in American Indian means black, and that's where the name came from. They use that from American Indian. When you say black, you say Olallie. And so that's how they named it up in Corvallis, Oregon, and that's how they brought them down here to Watsonville area. So, pull them out. My husband said, you know, we're going to pull out and leave about a 1/4 acre, and a little more than, not a 1/4 acre, a quarter of what we had, and let's start a U-pick. And I said, what's a U-pick? He was the one that read every farm magazine that came across. And he said, just make some signs. And we'll get them out on the highway and say, pick yourself a lolly. And I could make a nice sign. I made a lot of those signs. Put them out there in 152, 129, all around there and everything. And wait, the first day, nobody. Second day, nobody. There came the little lady. She said, hello. I thought I'd come pick these berries. What are they? And I said, they're blackberries. Well, why didn't you tell me on that sign? I saw you put it up 3 days ago. I would have been here right there. Tore down the signs and put blackberries in parentheses. I put olalies. And you know you came from all over. Anybody used to come out and pick berries? I got a few there. Thank you. And those days it was wonderful. You would come and pick, 60, 80, 90 pounds. Of course, in those days, let me think now, olalley berries per pound was, anybody know how much the first day was?
20 something cents.
15.
10 cents?
10 cents. 10 cents a pound. Today it's $1.49. And you came from all over. Gee, I was going to all the newspapers, all the way up in